What's up, guys? It's Gaz. Welcome to the Warframe video. So, the tournament is finally over, and we are at the... If you've been doing all your challenges, you're in the final week of Nightwave, where you can get access to the ship, the Nightwave ship, and this new shoulder armor piece that I currently have equipped on Umbra right now, which is called the glass shoulder, the Fracta shoulder guard. So we're going to be going over the Nightwave challenges this week, the weeklies. We're going to go over the cred store, and I'm going to show you how the new ship works. I'm going to show you a couple frames that these shoulder guards are good on. So if you haven't already, check out the Twitch channel as always, but let's get into it. I'm not sure I'll be doing these videos every week going forward, but maybe we will. I kind of enjoy just every Sunday hanging out with people in chat and just watching the Nightwave challenges. But do keep in mind, it's really not a big, it's not really rewarding to go past level 30 because you're only getting 15 Nightwave creds per level. So I probably won't do it. I know a lot of people do tend to go all the way max, like level 60 or whatever they ended up giving you. Just get a bunch of Nightwave creds for extra. It's up to you, of course. All right, let's go over these weeklies. First normal weekly is called Don't Blow It. Complete 12 conduits and disruption. Keep in mind you can farm for Gauss on the Sedna disruption node. That's the only place you can get Gauss from, and Gauss is a good frame. Probably the best disruption frame in the game. One of them, at least. Another weekly, this one's annoying. Earth Bounty Hunter. Complete 5 different bounties in the Plains of Eidolon. I'm going to not even bother with this one. If you're like not really in any rush to get these kind of underwhelming top-level rewards, you can just skip this one, because this one takes a good amount of time. Guild 1 modular item. Another challenge you could easily skip. I wouldn't blame you one bit. Some things you could guild, like maybe a new kit gun primary if you want to. Like the Tomb Finger is a lot slower now, so maybe build a faster firing Tomb Finger. Or I was actually using it with Wisp earlier, and the charge rate felt okay with Wisp, but I mean that was like a really high power, so Umbra Wisp build. By the way, there'll be a new Umbra Wisp build on the channel in the near future. So guild 1 modular item, plenty of things you can guild if you really want to bother with this challenge. Pretty annoying one. Unlock 4 Auric and Derelict vaults. So that's on the Auric and Derelict. You need to use the key to get into the mission. You also need to use the key to get into the vault. A guaranteed corrupted mod after that. Another weekly, we've got Nightmare, 3 Nightmare missions, Sound Sleeper. So the way you get a Nightmare mission unlocked, you have to do every mission on a planet besides the Dark Sector, and it will unlock a Nightmare mission. I think they reset every 8 hours on that planet. So if you clear every mission in the game at least once, you'll have access to Nightmare missions on every planet. First Elite Weekly, defeat a Silver Grove Spectre. So this is going to involve the Apothic item that you get from the Silver Grove quest. And there's like a little shrine you have to find on Earth. We'll have a full mission gameplay of it in the tips and tricks part. But pretty much, yeah, you need to like do a quest to do this. But you can get taxi to do it, so don't worry about it too much. And then the last Elite Weekly, this is actually a really easy one. It's Silent Illuminator. Complete an exterminate mission with level 30 or higher enemies without triggering an alarm. We got the cheese for you, so don't worry about it. No new puzzle. And the cred store, we've got a pretty meh cred store this week. Evergreen stuff. And as far as helmets, I like to always give my suggestions on what helmets I like the most. Banshee Reverb is not bad. I personally like the Deluxe more. Valkyr Bastet, good for Pikachu looks and just being a cat. Baruch Moreau, looks like a lampshade. I mean, it's up to you. Garuda Bathory, I do recommend this one if you don't have Garuda Tenogen. Pretty nice helmet right there. Definitely better than the Garuda Deluxe in my opinion. Loki Swindle, probably my favorite Loki non-Tenogen helmet. So it's up to you. It's up to you. Ivara Zarastra, my favorite Ivara helmet that is... it's probably just my favorite Ivara helmet that I don't have any Tenogen for her, so that's my favorite for her. And then we've got the Corva Delphi, definitely good. I actually prefer this over Tenogen on Korra. But hopefully we get... hopefully the Deluxe skin for Korra looks nice in the near future. We've also got... that's my favorites. For aura mods, we got Corrosive Projection, pretty good one still, even after it's not as essential nowadays as it used to be back in the day. Deadeye, good for sniper rifles, probably gets used in Eidolon hunts, I don't actually know. Rejuvenation, and then Loot Detector. Loot Detector, so I'd say, if you're going to pick any of these, I'd say Loot Detector number 1, Corrosive Projection number 2, and then Deadeye number 3. I'm pretty sure Rejuvenation is given to you for free from a relay, but I might be wrong about that, it's a little bit fuzzy. For skins, we have the Sindo Manticore skin, the Guandao Sinoid skin, the Fragor Brock skin, and then we have the Falcor Shock camo skin and the Exorcist Shock camo skin. Only one Mastery fodder weapon this week, that's the Heat Sword. We also got the Glassmaker ornament. You might want to buy this because it might be pretty rare if it comes back again, but don't worry. this Nightwave will be around for a long time, so you're gonna have plenty of time for it to come back. For augment mods, you get the Supra Directed Convergence mod, gives you plus accuracy while aiming with the Supra. Power of Free for Ivara makes it so you shoot 3 arrows with your first ability. Pretty good for increasing the amount of area you cover with your sleep arrow, your cloaking arrow, etc., etc. They also got Brainstorm for the Grakata. It gives you 100% ammo efficiency for 1 second when you get a headshot. So basically, as long as you headshot, you have infinite ammo. It's kind of fun, but I actually ended up taking this off my build because I just didn't really consider it worth it. Alright, so that's going to be basically it for the general gist. Let's go over the challenges, and then at the end of the video, we'll go over the Nightwave ship and the armor. Alright, so for as I said, with the conduits, 12 conduits and disruption, you can always just do the low-level one if you just want to cheese it, which is on, I believe it's on Mars, and it's called, it's Ares. It's the low-level one on Mars. You fight Ghoul Demolus, which are relatively easy. They have armor technically. It's Olympus on Mars. That's the lowest level one. Like I said, if you want to farm for Gauss on Sedna, that's going to be Kelpie. That's where he comes from. And additionally, on Uranus is going to drop some of the weapons for... Where's There's this one right here. That's going to drop the Exceltra and the Acarius. Those drop out of the Demolus dead bodies. So keep an eye out for those. For Earth Bounty Hunter, I would say just skip it. It's a lot of time for just 4,500 Nightwave rep, but if you really want to do it, make sure you do the low-level ones because they have the least amount of steps, and you can actually go to the little Kanzu huts in the plains themselves and do additional low-level bounties. Make sure they're not the same name or the same objective, and you'll be good to go. Guild 1 modular item, like I said, totally feel free to skip it, but if you want, you can check out, we have 4 recent videos on the channel with kit gun primaries. The Tomb Vigor one did get nerfed, but the other ones got buffed. I mean, the Railguts didn't really get buffed, but the Railguts is still fine. And I wouldn't say that it's dumb of you to build the Tomb Finger that we built in that video. Like I said, I was using it earlier today. And it was doing great. It was getting orange crits, getting red crits. Charge time was a little bit of a yikes, but that's why I was playing Wisp. So yeah, it can still get the job done. And you could build. I'm gonna be having a Melee Moa video coming out hopefully soon. We'll see. And like I said, a quick way to cheese it, if you have the Moat Amp leveled up from the story mission, you can just go ahead and guild that. That's something you could do. Like I said, it's totally okay to skip this. The items you can guild for this challenge are Zaws, Amps, Kit Guns, Moas, and yeah, you don't have to guild K drives, thankfully. That's pretty much it. I might be forgetting one thing, but whatever. 4 Orokin Derelict Vaults. So for this one, to speedrun this, just do Orokin Derelict Capture. Look in every little nook and cranny. You can actually solo this now. You can equip all 4 Orokin keys on yourself. But if you want to just save some resources, save some time, do it with 3 other players, and just look in recruiting chat. Just be there's probably people looking for it right now. Let's just take a quick look. So it's hosting Orokin yeah, look right here. LFG Vault Runs. Go join this guy's squad, and you guys will all equip one of each of the keys. Look, everyone's doing it right now, so you'll be able to find some people for that, and it's a good way to get plat. It's a good way to get these these important mods like Blind Rage, Narrow Minded, etc., etc. So definitely a good challenge there, especially if you're a mid-level player, early to mid-level player. Even a late game player can just get these mods to sell for platinum and trade chat. For nightmare missions, like I said, there's no real way to cheese this. Just look for quick nightmare missions. For example, when I did mine, I did the nightmare version of Vor, which was the first boss fight in the game. After that, did an exterminate mission on Earth, really easy. It was 100 enemies, and I just melted them with Sarin because they're level 10. And then I did a rescue after that. The rescue was the hardest part, because you have to, when you're in a nightmare mission, you can't use ciphers. You have to hack everything individually. So, yeah, just look for instant kill missions, like boss fights and exterminates, even captures. Nightmare captures are a thing, and just beat every mission on the planet once to unlock these captures. They reset once every 8 hours. Silver Grove Spectre. All right, so here is what we did for the Silver Grove. So it's only one Silver Grove Spectre. So you need only one person needs an Apothic. So go to your gear wheel after the Silver Grove quest, and you need to scan a bunch of plants to build these. The resources that were required for this are going to be in the Foundry. It will tell you what you need, and I honestly just say go to the wiki to find out which parts you need. And then to get this to go quickly, just go to the first mission in the game, so E Prime. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking for a little hole in the wall, little shrine thing. and that's going to actually show you where that's going to be where the Silver Grove is. A lot of people in chat were saying that Lotus is supposed to tell you when you're close to Silver Grove, but that was not happening for us here, so I'm pretty sure that's not always the case. It might be the case sometimes, but for me it was not the case. So you're basically just going to run through the mission looking for it. If you want to really min-max and get maybe possibly some plat, bring a Hydroid and some Necroses, maybe even a Korra, just loot frames in general, and the enemy that spawns when you use the Apothec on the shrine in the Silver Grove actually drops unique aura mods like Growing Power, Brief Respite, Stand United, some other pretty good ones as well. So you can use him to you can farm that enemy for some good plat. If you want to like really get a bunch of plat for your time, each person in the squad can use 2 Apothecs each, and if you have 4 people in the squad, that's 8 drops that can be duplicated by Necros and Hydroid. So honestly, you could get hundreds of plat in one mission if you were a lucky person. So here we go. We found the hole in the wall. We found the pile of rocks. Get all the loot frames stacked up and get ready to go. So once you put the thing in the shrine, the enemy will spawn like right there in the water. So get the tentacles ready. As you see, he spawned in, instantly died to the tentacles. Dropped multiple mods that possibly could be worth some plat. And I just said, don't worry guys, I got the Apothec. Let's just get this challenge done and get out of here. So yeah, we didn't really stick around and farm it, but you can farm it for much longer if you want to. Like I said, up to 8 Apothecs per mission. And that's potentially like really high value. So that's basically it for that one. So moving on, the last challenge is going to be those Silent Eliminators. So for this, I could just show you the whole mission, but pretty much the general gist of it is just take any frame to Oxomoko in the Void. It's a high-level exterminate. You need to have level 30 or higher, and there's no alarms in the Void, so you can just cheese it. Like, Revenant's faster than Mesa, technically, for exterminates. Saren's pretty good, too, but, like, it's honestly... You can bring it... You can do it with frickin' Trinity if you want to. But, like, just do it, pretty much. Oxomoko is the cheese. If you want to be a tryhard and doing a normal mission, be my guest, but that's not what we're doing in this tips and tricks video for you today. It's just going to be the easy way to do this. So, there you go. Mesa definitely a little bit slower than Revenant, in my opinion, for exterminates, but, you know, whatever. Mesa still is awesome. And then that's it for the challenges. Let's go over the Nightwave ship. So, I actually have the Nightwave ship equipped. You can customize it. You don't go here to... I always think you go here to customize it for some reason. You go to equipment, and then orbiter, and then landing craft. And now you can actually switch the ability. The abilities and the ships themselves cosmetically are independent of each other. So the new ability is called Dreamers. So it sends enemies into Dreamland with a calming tune. It basically means enemies in a really tiny radius are put to sleep temporarily, and they are set up for finishers. So here is the Nightwave ability in action with Ember and a level 10 Hayaka Master. So you activate it, enemies already in the radius are put to sleep, and look at how tiny that radius is. So I honestly feel like this is a little bit disappointing. They did change the original design of what this is going to be. It was originally going to kill low-level enemies and put high-level enemies to sleep or stun them or something like that, but they changed it to just put stuff to sleep. So that's what it does. Finishers are allowed. It was a little bit buggy. Like I activated it in another mission earlier. Oh, it's got a 10-minute cooldown, by the way. It lasts for 10 seconds and cools down for 10 minutes. So, yeah, air support is pretty worthless. But yeah, basically, if you activate it and an enemy walks into the radius, I don't think they get put to sleep. They have to like be in the initial cast, from what I could tell. But yeah, the ship actually has some unique sound effects, like when you're like landing and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And I mean, appearance is subjective. So maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I think I'm going to go back to the Scimitar personally, but then again, I did grind out a lot of Nightwave challenges to get that ship, so maybe I should just keep it equipped since it took so long to get. It's pretty chunky underneath it. I kind of wish it was a little bit more sleek, but you know, whatever. We do have a lot of stuff in this ship that we're using. And as far as the armor set that you get at level 29, I have it equipped on Umbra right now. There's quite a few frames and fashion frames I did not like it on one bit. So we actually found a list of frames that I thought it looked good on. So for example, like, some people were liking it on Nova. Not on this Nova look, but like on the Nova Corpus skin. Okay, I guess. There's a lot of clipping issues with this with shoulder pad, I've noticed. So it's honestly going to be up to you if you want to use it or not. Animation sets are going to dictate that, as you see on here. If we equipped it on this look for Nova, her right arm is like pretty elevated towards her face. So if we equip this, it would be clipping into her neck pretty much. As you can see, that diamond right there in the neck of Nova. So you need to be really cautious and conscious of what you're equipping. Some other frames it looks good on. I thought it looked okay on Vauban. Pretty good on him. Like the animation set's obviously default, so nothing too crazy there. Atlas, gonna have pretty bulky shoulders. It does clip through his neck. As I said, the big clipping issues with this new armor set. Harrow, gonna give Harrow really big shoulders, for better or for worse. Chroma was okay. And yeah, it's pretty much like it's going to be a hit or miss. Some people were saying that it looks good on Rhino. I didn't like it on Rhino. I actually unequipped it on Rhino immediately. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, it looked good on Volt. You know, I liked it on Volt. And you can actually customize the colors of this relatively in depth. So let's do some let's do some randomization just so you guys can see how it looks. Our copy main colors first. So like the accents changes the middle metal part. And then like the tertiary changes the part that you will definitely see the most. So that will change this part. I couldn't really tell what secondary and primary were changing. I guess it's like maybe a glow on the armor itself. A little bit hard to tell because you just see like those are both white now. They used to be black, and it's like what even changed. So here's random. So some of these like brighter colors, I don't really think they look great, but you could definitely make some good fashion frame with this. It's going to really be up to your imagination and hoping that clipping isn't going to bother you, because as you can see on this Cyandana, it clips on both sides. So yeah, I'd say overall I don't really feel like grinding out this Nightwave was worth it. The rewards were kind of weak. I got an Umbra Forma, of course, and I'm still trying to decide who I want to use the Umbra Forma on, but yeah, the Nightwave ship, kind of garbo. The armor set clips through a lot of stuff. I'm not saying it's useless, but definitely not my favorite. And yeah, I was pretty much happy it's over. So, here's the schedule for videos this week. I have lots of ideas for videos, and some of the first ones that will be, there's gonna be a Stalta video. Depending on when Protea gets her buffs, I'll do a Protea video, hopefully this week. I'm pretty anxious to get the Protea video out, because there's some fun stuff she can do. She's not top tier or anything like that, but she is somewhat useful. There's going to be a theory crafting video for Eidolon reward reworks, maybe to revitalize Eidolons for people, maybe get them back into it. People like me get back into it. There's also going to be the Velox video, or not the Velox, the Zorus video, comparing that to an actual rivened up jaw sword and stuff like that, just because. And there's also other videos as well, so keep an eye out on videos on the channel. Like I said, maybe there will probably be more Nightwave tips and tricks videos in the future, but I'm not really entirely sure right now. So either way, guys, take it easy. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sorry if you can hear the AC in the background, but you know, it's really hot. So there you go. Peace, guys.